What a windy day.
Too bad all of this wind isn't being used as energy.
Why would you want to convert wind into energy?
Think of all the positives of wind energy, like how much fewer fossil fuels we would be using.
It's not saving that much. It's not like the wind is blowing well all of the time. It seems like a really intermittent form of energy. The turbines won't even run unless the wind is blowing 10 miles per hour, and they shut down over 55 miles per hour.
Maybe we can solely rely on wind power, but it can reduce our intake of coal or other natural resources.
It would hardly make a dent in the nearly 7 billion short tons of coal that the world uses per year.
Although wind turbines have a large range of power, they produce 250 watts to 6 megawatts. Any dent that they can put in reducing our dependency on fossil fuels will help. At their best, wind turbines have enough power to generate electricity for over 1,600 households.
But because the wind power is not reliable, we can't close any power plants. The generators just turn off but then back on, causing it to be more inefficient.
But overall, we are giving off fewer pollutants and using less fossil fuels. Wind energy produced enough to power 2.4 million households.
Yeah, but overall that was only 0.4% of the energy that was used in the US.
Then maybe we don't have enough windmills.
It's not just the greenhouse gases that we should be concerned about. What about the wildlife that fly that are being affected?
They don't even affect birds. They mainly just harm the bats.
Bats are a keystone species. Their declining numbers have a great effect on many other factors.
I could spare a few bats.
Bats have few offspring with only 1 or 2 a year, so the ones that are killed by the wind turbines have a great impact on their reproduction. Believe me, you wouldn't want to deal with the effects of not having bats.
Why would I want bats flying in my house and swooping at my head?
If you don't start agreeing with me, I'll take a swoop at your head. Think of all the insects that you would have to deal with without the bats eating them. Even if you don't mind the bugs, farms have a hard time dealing with them. The use of pesticides would increase, resulting in negative health effects. That's just assuming that scientists can produce enough pesticides that they don't become immune to.
Okay, you have a lot of good points. Bats are important to our biodiversity. But we don't have a choice though but to resort to alternative energy.
How so? We still have fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels are decreasing at a fast rate. Even though they won't deplete in our lifetime, they are non-renewable and are estimated to be gone within the next 250 to 350 years. It's not like we can make them come back once they are gone.
Why should we be worried about something that is that far down the road?
It's not that long from now. It's only a few generations away, and don't you want them to be available for your grandchildren?
Fine, you win on that one, but I'm still not convinced that wind is the perfect energy source.
I never said that it was perfect. I just said that it was an energy source worth using. They are one of the most cost-effective renewable energy resources.
To get an ample supply of energy, it's going to make the cost go up.
They are less expensive overall than solar panels. 5 solar panels can only produce the amount of energy in one wind turbine. Not only are they inexpensive to buy, they can produce an income.
That extra money for the owners of the wind turbines might be nice, but what about the people that have to live around them? They have to deal with the negative health effects. It's not only affecting their hearing, but also can lead to schizophrenia.
It's only in rare occurrences that schizophrenia appears. Hearing impairments are less severe than the many effects that power plants have on a person's overall health. The fine particulates released from power plants have been shown to negatively affect the respiratory, cardiovascular, reproductive, and central nervous system.
People near power plants may have complications, but it hasn't been proven that they are directly from the power plants.
Whatever. At least wind turbines don't give off carbon dioxide or use any coal.
Carbon dioxide isn't even the most potent greenhouse gas. Methane is 20 times worse. So I don't see what the big deal is. And I'm sure that the Earth has plenty of coal to go around.
The big deal is that carbon dioxide is contributing to the climate change. How many more spring seasons do you want like this? And sure, there might be enough coal, but the methods that are used to obtain it are destroying our environment.
Plants are absorbing the carbon dioxide, they need it to survive. How is coal ruining our environment? It can bounce back.
Alright, so the carbon dioxide might not be the biggest threat, but the way we are obtaining the coal is. Did you know that we are blowing up entire mountains? The people of Appalachia would appreciate the clean energy.
Coal is a big industry, and shutting down the plants would mean that people would lose their jobs.
There are just as many jobs for the windmill industry, if not more.
But the people that work in the coal industry aren't trained to work with clean energy.
I can't see we are never going to agree.
No, we aren't, because wind energy blows.
Ha ha, punny. There will be downfalls to anything, but overall wind is a great choice.